Hey guys, Skylar Swank here again from SkyTech Solutions, and I'm super excited about this episode because today I want to share with you something that is super important to me, and that is my toys. All right, let me show you. I got something really cool here. This is the Batmobile. That's right. Go ahead and admire it for all of its beauty. Yes, this is Legos. And I put this together myself, super proud. Took me a couple hours. I did follow instructions because that's what I have to do. My imagination's not that great, so I get the set and I follow instructions. And there you go. So we got Batman and Joker, cool Batmobile, and of course, I actually don't really play with them. I just kind of put them on display. Hey, you want to see something else cool? Check this out. Yeah, check that out. Yep, so this is another one that I built. This is obviously from Star Wars. And yeah, I've watched most of the Star Wars, but I think it's cooler just to build the Legos. So yeah, so it looks like this one came with three guys on it. So I'm sure that you're watching this wondering, what in the world does this have to do with credit and finances and all that other stuff? Well, we're gonna get that. We're gonna get to that, but just one second, let me show you something else. All right, so this is the set that I'm currently working on. And as you can see, I've kind of got the base going on here. This is Dubai. Super excited about this one, and it's gonna look really awesome. Got the instructions here, and I just want y'all to hang out with me for a little bit while I build this. All right, don't worry, I'm super fast. So here we go. So sometimes you find that when you're putting together Legos, you make a mistake. That's where this comes into play. So this is a little tool here that kind of helps fix your mistakes, because these right here are kind of hard to get off. So what you can do is you put them together here and it pulls them right off for you, just like that. So that's pretty much how it works in life. So as an analogy, if the Lego set here was life, was rather your finances, and you're putting together your finances and putting things together, this here, this tool, is your credit, and more specifically, credit card. Now I want to tell you about the first time that I got a credit card. When I was younger, I was probably about 18 years old, and I did not know anything about credit, but I was told that credit was bad, that it's not really good to have credit cards, that they were dangerous, and so I stayed away from them for a long time. And then I decided that I was gonna get a credit card. So I went and I applied for a credit card, and I got approved, and I was super excited. I got approved for $1,000 limit on this credit card, but then I never used it. So I had it in my wallet, never used it, and then one day I went to an electronics store and I saw this stereo that I really wanted. So this was back in about 2000, 2001 time, and I really wanted this stereo, and I didn't have enough money, and I thought, you know what? I got that credit card. I could probably use it. So I pulled out my credit card, and I was so nervous the first time that I used it. The stereo was about $200, and I took the stereo up and I handed the guy my credit card, and I was so nervous. I was crossing my fingers that it would work, and it worked, and I was super excited, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. This is like the best toy ever, because that's what I thought of a credit card as, was a toy, because I hadn't been educated. First, I thought it was this dangerous thing, you shouldn't ever use them. And then once I got it and it worked, I thought, wow, I can get so many things with it. And so I started going crazy and I started buying all sorts of things. But then the bill came, and that's when I got nervous, and I looked at it and I was like, oh man, now I got to pay this back. And I didn't really understand that that's the way that that credit cards work. That now that you've got all this stuff, somebody borrowed that money to me to be able to let me buy it. And I didn't understand that. It was a concept that was so foreign to me. And so then I started realizing, yeah, credit cards are dangerous. Or that's why I started thinking, they are dangerous. You shouldn't have them. I should never have gotten it. I should never have used it. So I cut it up and I got rid of it. And I even tore up the bill and I didn't pay it. And I found that it would come to haunt me later on in my life when the credit card company came back saying, hey, you spent our money. Where is it? Where's our money? And so I started making excuses like, oh, I don't have the credit card anymore. At least at one point, I even told them that the credit card was stolen. And they're like, oh, well, if it was stolen, then you should have a police report. And then I was like, oh, well, it wasn't stolen. I cut it up. I don't have it. And then they said, well, you still used it though, so we need our money. So that was a very difficult lesson for me to learn. And it wasn't until I was older that I realized that if used correctly, a credit card can be used as a tool. So there is nothing else on this set here that this thing can be used for. This is only used as a tool to separate the Legos that you put together wrong, inadvertently. And that's what a credit card should be used for as well. It should be a tool that's used to help build your credit, to help you in a difficult time. And in another segment, another episode coming up, I'm going to actually go through some of the things that are important, some of the reasons that are important to actually have a credit card. But the reason why I wanted to tell you about this is because growing up in a system of credit where I'm being taught that credit is a bad thing, that it's scary, and that's the way that I was taught as a child. We need to teach our kids something different. We need to teach them that, like the Lego separator, a credit card is a tool, and that we can use that tool to be able to boost our credit, to be able to help us in life, but only when we use that tool correct. All right? So let's go ahead and finish up this set,